Less than perfect. Summary. The story centers around a guy named Lachlan. The start is really exciting and almost taking out from a crime novel. It starts with Lachlan daydreaming, only as a reader you don't know that it's a daydream. Lachlan follows this woman as a detective, and it's this action scene where it's Lachlan against the bad guy. You sense that he's feeling like this super big guy and nothing in the world can stop him. Suddenly you're back in reality with Lachlan, and he's finding himself working in a supermarket. The woman from the daydream is also appearing in Lachlan's real life, just as his pain-in-the-ass boss, who always gives him criticism and tears him down. Lachlan is feeling like a detective in the supermarket as well. He's spotting the thieves and catching them with his super quick moves. Once again, the reality turns into daydreaming, and Lachlan is spotting this girl. She's walking around with a trolley looking for an empty aisle. And as a reader, you immediately get this vibe that he's put on his detective role, following her around, but still being careful about not being spotted. You can sense how he's noticing all the signs and watching all of her moves. And as every good detective, he catches her. In his fantasy, he's a brutal detective with no mercy, but in reality, when he catches the girl, he's easily lured into her selling her body to him instead of him handing her over to the police. The thing is that in the entire story, Lachlan's fantasies are mixed with his real life. So the girl that Lachlan in his fantasy catches is the same girl in reality. And I think the fantasy is how he wished things were happening. In reality, the girl tells him to meet her in the parking lot. She gives him her keys as insurance and then she runs. When he shows up in the parking lot, she isn't there. He tries to unlock her bike, but the keys don't work. While he's trying to unlock the bike, someone thinks he's trying to steal the bike. As panicked as he gets, Lachlan hurries to his car and the story ends with Lachlan driving away. Personal characteristics. His outer looks are two big bony fists, malformed teeth, and a few pimples here and there. I think he's a guy with some kind of trust issues. Like he's just believed too much and just ended up being more depressed and disappointed. More than once in the text he thinks, trust no one. It sounds to me like his daydreaming is a way of wishing himself away, to find himself in a better place. He doesn't have much in his life. You don't hear anything that doesn't have something to do with his job in the supermarket. I think his detective dream is a way of making his life and job more interesting and less miserable. He thinks that he's smarter than the customers, the way that he's thinking about them and how he thinks they're complete idiots. It's like you can feel him getting this adrenaline kick from him acting detective in the supermarket. The way he's following her like she's another victim. It also sounds to me like he's a very passive person. The way he just lets her convince him to her trading sex for an arrest, and not really tries to be strong in doing his job. And also the way he lets his boss criticize him and the way he's doing his job. In the daydream, he can be a better version of himself. I think that's why he's like this hero and bad guy in both of the fantasies, because he can't be that guy in reality. In reality, he's just a hostile and anxious person. The way his fantasies are described makes it sound like he has a really good imagination. The way you're hearing about his life leaves you as a reader with the feeling that he's had a tough and cynical life, and that he doesn't have anything in his life except the sad supermarket.